So many free eggs. These are going to go great with breakfast. All right. Who ordered the eggs? Sorry. Hello. Welcome everybody to episode 55 of Minecraft The Journey. In case you haven't noticed, there are two weird torches doing weird things to the top of my head. But anyway, enough of that. Let's head into the house. I've been digging out this area behind the fireplace here because What have you done to my garden? What are you doing in my house? I've been digging out this area here. It's a little dark at the moment, and we are going to install a kitchen because I realized that this house doesn't even have a kitchen. We have a toilet, which is probably the most necessary thing in the house you could have, but we don't even have a kitchen, nowhere to cook our delicious food or store any of our goodies that relate to food things or anything like that. So I thought, why not place it here behind the dining room with access to the fireplace if we wanted to do some open fire cooking or something like that. So yeah, just been digging out this area during the nighttime, waiting for it to pass as usual, and we're going to expand the alpha house. As you can see, the layout is starting to come together, and what I've decided to do is go for a very expensive countertop at the moment. These are iron blocks, and this is the entire supply of iron that I have. I am now down to 2 ingots, so I've got to go mining quite a bit in order to finish off this kitchen. Now here are the plans. This is the basic kitchen floor area, the central area of the kitchen. Over here we've got a cooktop going on, which might need some refinements. More counter space. There needs to be a sink or water somewhere, but I'm not sure where just yet. Maybe just here. And through here is going to be a larder where we will keep all sorts of things. Over here I've got some plans here, which I'll come to a little bit later. But the general shape is starting to get there, and I'm quite pleased with that so far. Now, besides all of that iron, one of the other things that we're going to need to build out this kitchen and future projects is wood. And wood at the moment in alpha is not the easiest thing to get. I mean, we could always plant a sapling and wait for it to grow. We could wait a long time for it to grow, or we could even chop down some of these nearby trees like this and harvest the wood that way. But as we know, Minecraft Alpha has had a lot of problems with leaf decay. At the moment, as you can see, leaf decay is not enabled in the game, which means that if I chop down this tree rather, I have to punch out all the leaves manually or burn down the tree, which is a bit more risky, and it's just not a pleasant way to harvest wood. It's very, very slow and very, very taxing on my patience. So what if we could farm wood instead? Wait, Bugman, did you say farm wood? How do you farm wood? Well, there happens to be a bit of a contraption that was made by a YouTuber. You may have heard of him, you may not have. He's a bit of a small YouTuber. His name is Etho. And he came up with a wood farm contraption that we can make in Minecraft Alpha. So I'm just going to clear some space over in this little corner over here where we're going to build it. In fact, I might even build this up. Let me get some dirt and do that. And then we're going to get underway and get building. To get started, first things first, we are going to have to dig in a little bit of a pattern here into the ground, which will help us build this contraption. There we go. And we need to fill this, that one, and that one with some cobble, and that one as well. Now these are going to be sand. The whole reasoning behind this will become apparent soon enough. Now we're going to have to build a perimeter around the edge, but I want to use some of these just to make it look all lovely and pretty. And this goes all the way around the outside. And here in the middle as well. Oops, can't place there when my body is slightly hovering over the block. There we go. Okay, So this is the foundation of our contraption, and now we need to do a couple of extra things. We need a couple of buckets of water. Actually, we need 4 of them, so I've got an infinite water source over there. And what we're going to do is fill in each of these 4 sections. Let me get a little bit more water here. And then we are going to pop down, let's do that. We're going to pop down some cactus. Now the cactus is going to be used in this generator to break boats. And you'll see it all come together. I know you're going, what? Break boats? Yeah? Well, it all happens to work. Now, the thing about this water is that it does a very strange thing with the cactus. So if I place the cactus, I'm able to place the cactus here with no problem. In fact, you can see right through the edge, which I didn't realize, and that's all very interesting. But if I don't have the water here, the cactus cannot be placed. So the water is doing something special. I'm not sure what, but it does allow us to place the cactus in each of these 4 places. Now, we're going to have to get a bit more of this. In fact, like I said, I want to build it out of slabs, so let me just make a few more of those. There we go. And pick that cobble up. Precious, precious cobble. And yeah, so what are we doing now? We need to place some... That didn't work. Oh, I need to place these first. Yeah, sorry, I misinterpreted my own instructions. Okay, oops, that's not right. Now, but you saw what happened with the cactus anyway. So the cactus was really behaving very oddly next to this water, but it will allow me to, there we go, place the cactus in here. So now I have to get each one of these out and pop it inside. You know, with every build like this, there has to be at least one thing that goes wrong. All right, we're done. I'm going to just remove my armor for a moment, just to prevent it taking any more damage. It's already pretty much dead. But if we pop down here in the middle now, and find one of the corners. Why? Oh, there we go. I was wondering why that wasn't working. You can see that we intersect with the cactus, and that is very, very important. So, if I get myself a boat, which I don't have, of course I don't have. Now, a boat is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planks of wood, and we'll just leave those there so it's not confusing. But if I place a boat right here in the middle of this contraption, it breaks. The cactuses break it immediately, and all of the wood gets returned. But it's not actually all of the wood at all. It's, that didn't seem right to me. In that the wood went into my inventory, which meant that I had wood on me, which wasn't the intention. Let's do it again. Okay, so I've got no wood planks on me and a boat which was made up of 5 planks of wood. Now if I pop it in, you can see that it makes a lot more wood. In fact, it makes 8 wood and some sticks. So I actually get a return of 8 planks for every 5 that I put into this machine. So I come out in profit. And I think that the reason for that is because the game is incorrectly calculating the breaking of the boat. It's allowing 2 of the cactuses to break the boat at exactly the same time, or maybe more of the cactuses, I'm not sure. And as a result, the game is kind of returning to me more pieces of wood than it should be. So from this little contraption, we're able to make a wood generator, so I can stay here and make some boats to my heart's content, keep popping them in, and get ourselves some wood back. Now this is sort of the perfect chore for nighttime, where I can just come out here and manufacture myself some wood while I'm waiting for the daylight to kick in. But I've got 9 boats on me, so 9 times 5 is 45, so I've invested 45 planks worth of wood, and I'm curious to see how much we get back if we pop all of these in. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That looks like a lot of wood to me. Okay. Let's check it out. Oh wow, a stack and a half. So basically I got almost an extra stack and a stack of sticks, which will be incredibly useful down the road for making fences and tools and all sorts of things. So that didn't take very long at all. I'm gonna craft up, oh yeah, I put a crafting bench up here. I'm gonna craft up some more boats and just keep going until morning and see how I go. In fact, I need to figure out the most optimal way of doing it, which will probably be something like this to allow me to get as many boats as possible, and then yeah, just putting them all in my hotbar. Let me crack on and see how much wood I can generate. Hey. What happened? Where's all my wood? I had a look back at that footage a couple of times to see exactly what had happened, because first I thought that I had dropped all of my items into the center block behind me, but actually what had happened is the chicken somehow managed to push me into the water block in front of me here, and as soon as I closed the menu of the workbench, all of the items that were in there, which was all wood, dropped to my feet and then went straight into the cactus. So I lost all of that wood. And what is the lesson that we learned from all of this? You can never trust a chicken. Sun's coming up, creepers over there, but I have been here all night just making wood, and look at this, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 stacks of planks from basically 8 planks. So we have, increased our turnover considerably, and this feels like a bit of a gambling machine, really, because you put in your money and you get a return, but it's not like a gambling machine where there's a chance to lose. It's more like a gambling machine where everyone's a winner, so it's kind of addictive to just keep going and going and going. I found that the optimal way to do this is to get one stack of, let me go up here, to get one stack of planks and then pop it in here and just divide it up into 8 boats, and then those 8 boats can neatly fit into my hotbar, assuming I actually have the inventory space, because at the moment I did not badly clicking all over the place. I did not empty my inventory, as you can see. Yeah, I'm running out of inventory space from all of the work that I've been doing. Yeah, that's okay. And here, from here, we can just go boom, 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 boom. And there we go. We've just got tons more and tons more wood. So I'm going to load up this chest, put it all away, but now I've got more wood than I need. Now right through here is going to be a rather spacious larder, and this is where we'll store various food items, you know, because maybe we've been out fishing all night and we need to bring home the big haul. Maybe we've been off pig hunting. Or perhaps I've just done a classic old crop harvest. There are all sorts of reasons I might go out and gather food. Now where we are physically is here we've got, well, through here is the garage storage area. So all of the walls here are pretty close together. I've thought about combining these rooms, but I don't think I'm going to, just because I want to keep them separate. Now over on this wall I've gone for more of a staircase look for this storage system, and that's something that I haven't really done in this game before. I've always done the storages where it's one here, here, and then above, and then behind, above and behind, and so on, just to keep it close so you don't have to move around much, but you can still reach the top chest from the floor. So I thought that this might be a little bit more larder-like. I don't know, you can imagine up the back here we've got Grandma's old Christmas ham that she smoked 14 years ago and we've never thrown out. Something like that you'd expect to find at the back of the larder. So I've just been going through here and working out exactly what I need to do to make this work. Oh, and of course, I have to remind you that if I stack a chest like this and put another chest on top, I can't access the chest underneath, only the chest on top, and of course that continues for any chest that is blocked by a chest above, and that won't be fixed until a later version of the game. This room is now pretty much complete. It is literally a storage room, and look, it's even got Nana's old hams in it, but you know, this is the larder, this is where we'll store our food, and each of the walls, these two walls anyway, is the pyramid style design, or the staircase design I should say. But over here we couldn't do that because behind here is the garage, as I've called it. I mean, this is the first time I've called it a garage, but I'll tell you why it looks like a garage, because it's kind of off to the side of the house. This obviously being the original house that we built, and to me it just feels like it feels garagey, so it's the garage. Now what do we got here? Well, here we can see right through the fireplace, which is pretty cool, and I think if I do that, yeah, you can see right through as well. But what we want to do here is we want to open it up a little bit more. Now I did say I had something planned for here. This is going to be very straightforward though. In fact, what we're going to do here is open this up just by this much, and we're going to make this a little breakfast bar. I'm not really sure how yet, but we're just going to open it up like that so that you can imagine we're cooking away in the kitchen here making scrambled eggs, and then we bring it over here to the family who's waiting, and look, and they eat their scrumptious meal. Well, other than the fact that I've got to fill in that kitchen counter with iron blocks, I think the kitchen is now largely complete. I like the look of it for an alpha sort of style. It's very basic. It's a little bit country, and I kind of like the way that this all fits in here now, with the fireplace being the centerpiece of the house. And I think that this extension gives the house a lot more depth, a lot more than it had before anyway, especially when you're over in this area of the house and you can look off this way and now look through this way as well. So I'm really pleased about that. I'm really still not sure what we're going to do about this tunnel, but that will again be a project for another day. I might go and do a bit of mining now and see if I can fill in the rest of this kitchen bench, because I really would like to finish off this kitchen fully and properly. Oh, and by the way, I was originally planning to make this a little bit more elaborate, but as soon as I took these shelves away, I just kind of really liked it this way. So we're going to leave it like that, and that will become the breakfast bar, as I said. Oh, I almost forgot. You've all got to remind me if I forget to do this, but I need to label these builds. So this is called the Etho-Boat Wood Generator, I think. That's what we've called it anyway. And this was built in Alpha 1.2.1_01. Why isn't there enough space? Alpha 1.2.1_01. There we go. Well, I definitely don't want my kitchen to be incomplete, so I think it's about time we actually put our mine shaft to good use and gather some iron. Oh, well, I am back from my mining expedition, and let me tell you what, I am tired after doing that. I was down in a cave for about, better part of an hour or so, just trying to hunt down iron really, to get enough iron that hopefully I can smelt up enough and finish off this kitchen. I haven't really looked in my inventory too much to see how much I got. I know I got a few stacks, so let's have a look. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stacks of iron. That's not bad. Half a stack of gold as well. We have been busy down there. Let me head off and get this smelted up so we can finish off this kitchen. I feel like that should be long enough now. This stuff's been smelting for quite a while. Looks like it's not quite finished yet, but I think it looks like there's enough in here. Actually, we've run out of coal in that one. Let's get everything that we have already smelted, because it is probably enough to finish at least the kitchen with plenty of iron left over. So I should be able to convert this into quite a number of blocks. Yeah, the dividing of the blocks is always annoying. Look at that. Nearly, okay, so 12 blocks, and then we have to do another division here to make a few more. It's a mess. I can't wait for that right click and drag functionality. That's going to change everything. That's enough for now. Let's pick those up If we need more, I can come back and craft them. And look, if we go through here, there's a sneaky little shortcut now that I can take just by jumping over the breakfast bar. So now is the time that I pop up all of these cobblestone blocks and replace them with iron. So let me do that, and then we'll come back to a finished kitchen. And look at that, I happened to just pick up the perfect amount from the furnaces. There we go. The entire kitchen cabinetry is now completely full, completely done, I should say. Iron blocks. Very expensive for early alpha, I have to say. I wanted to change up this grill a little bit as well. I want to change this and get rid of the crafting benches, move this up a bit. I actually need to get some rails from my chest, so let me do that and pop right back. I wanted to change this stovetop area up a bit so that we actually have the oven furnaces down the bottom here. And in the back, we're going to put a couple of crafting tables because to me it looks a little bit like the basis of a grill. Then we're going to put some rails on top of that so we can actually use it as a grill, but we also need to change these out now and add a couple of extra iron blocks to finish that off. Yeah, so you can basically grill up your goodies on either the grill here or use the stovetop here or the oven bit down the bottom, and I think that makes a little bit more sense. And look at that, we have completed our kitchen. Well, we have run out of time in today's episode, and we have finished the kitchen in the Alpha House, which is incredible. We're really close to Minecraft Beta. I should say we're in version 1.2.1 now, with a few more versions to explore before we get there. So I'm keen to just finish up a few projects around here, and then I think when we hit Beta 1.0, we are going to move out of this area and find a bit of new territory where we can set up a new base or some new builds, explore some of the Beta functionality, because we're still in the older terrain generation here, and I want to move somewhere where it's a little bit new, a little bit more fresh, and a bit more Beta-like. So as we explore the final few versions of Alpha, get ready to move locations and see some new stuff. But for now, that's the end of the episode, so if you enjoyed yourself, please of course subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment if you want to, and of course hang out in the Discord. There's a link down below if you want to come and join us and chat about stuff. But I will see you in the next episode. Thank you once again for watching. This has been bugmancx. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. Bye bye.